So the topic of today is how God's lock protects our identity, right? And for the caption or the title of the video, it's Kayla, you are wasted talent here. And that was for a reason, because for a very long time, I had a particular customer. I'm going to share his name, Jeff. That's a common name. Y'all don't know who I'm talking about. But he always came into Waffle House and was like, you are wasted talent here. And it's crazy, I got on a Waffle House shirt today. So it never registered how I'm wasted talent here, right? I got a job, I'm working, I'm making money for my family. How in the world am I wasted talent? And so I had to do some digging when I left that job, and became uncomfortable. That's when I really started doing some self-digging, not just looking at myself physically, but I started looking at myself internally. And I realized that I had a whole slew of stuff that was not me in the inside, right? I became somebody I was not. And doing so, I stayed there because I felt like that was my identity. That was what I needed to do at that time to support my family. Okay. So we're going to dive in deep, right? So be ready. So I've been watching videos, and if y'all can look him up, watch some of his videos. Myron Golden. I watched a couple of his videos, and I was blown away. There was one particular video I watched, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And that kind of gave me the information to go over today. But y'all, I don't even know what that video is called. I fell down a rabbit hole watching his videos. So I have no idea what that video is called. But if I find it, I will tag it below, put it in the description so you can go watch that video. But if not, just go type in Myron Golden and you will be blown away by the information he gives. Okay? So we're talking about identity, right? So when we were born, and we were talking about the U.S., because I don't know how things work in other places, but in the U.S., when we were born, we were giving different things. We were given a name, we were given Social Security, and that pretty much tied into what our identity was as far as being a citizen for the U.S. But we were also, not knowingly at the time because we were babies, we were also given an assignment or purpose to serve on the earth, right? So identity was something that was given to us at birth, right? So that was something that this is who you are, this is who you're supposed to be, blah, 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 right? Okay, so some of us start creating identities because of people's opinions. So we're going to refer to that as l'identity, right? And a l'identity, again, is what people compare you as, or what they expect you to be, right? So some of us, they say, oh, you're not tall enough, or you're not, strong enough, you're not big enough, you're not smart enough, right? So they label us, right? So then we created an identity from what they provided, the information they provided, right? You're not tall enough. Okay, well, I can't do this because I'm not tall enough to do this, right? So we created our identity from that as well. Then from that, again, we created our identity. We're going to call that my identity. So now we're creating something based off of how people's opinions felt towards us and how we felt with that information we received. We then start creating this identity for them to like us. So we become somebody we're not for others to love us, right? So we started with an identity. Then it started becoming a l'identity. Then we created a my identity. So a lot of us are living in that my identity world, right? We are getting people, we want people to love us. We want people to like us, okay? If I got anybody lost, I'm sorry, but the information that I'm given to you all is based off a video that I watched and it blew me away, right? So back to the story. we create these identities that are not us. So how is it that we can live in our true purpose if we don't even know who we are? If we are living in a my identity world where we created this person out of, things that we see around us, and recreated who we were supposed to be, how can we figure out who and what our purpose is? We can't, because your purpose was given to your identity. So until you return back to your identity, you will never identify who you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to serve. Hopefully nobody's lost. Hopefully nobody's lost. So again, talent and a gift was assigned to you at birth. Some of us have the talent to draw. Some of us have a talent to, and you have to exercise. It's not something like, oh, when you get out the womb, you can sing. It's something that we practice, right? But we were all giving some type of gift. Everybody is good at something, right? Right or right. Okay. I'm not a really good singer. I'm not like Beyonce or Rihanna or, Tamla Mann or anybody of that nature, right? I'm not that person. So they were given a talent that is like no other. Okay. So if we are living in this my identity world where we don't even know who we are, how can we identify and help other people? When I was at Waffle House, and I can talk from experience, I can talk from who I am, right? And where I was. When I was at Waffle House, I was becoming very aggressive. And I'm not an aggressive person. I'm a very people's person. I love people. I love to give to people. I love to make people happy. I love to make people smile, all of that. But I was becoming somebody I was not. And so from that, if anybody was trying to tell me anything, if God was trying to jump down and tell me, hey, Caleb, listen to me, I was not listening, because I was so in a thing of, they said I wasn't good enough. They said I couldn't do my job good enough. They said that I wasn't pleasing. They said, that, you allow other people's opinions of you to make out who you are. Not knowing. And we're going back to the Bible. We're going to refer everything back to the Bible. This is not what I said. This is, don't say, well, Kayla said. Kayla didn't say anything. We can go back to the Bible. We were all created in God's image. Go find that in the Bible. And when I find that scripture, I will put it down below. We were all created in God's image. So when you bully and pick on people, oh, you have this, oh, you have that. That person was created in God's image. Everybody is not perfect. Everybody doesn't have the perfect figure or the perfect shape or the perfect head or the perfect, whatever. We were all created in God's image. That contributes to our identity. But yet we find ourselves going to get surgery, going to get changes, doing all these things to our body to make us look like what we expect us to look like, but not knowing that we were created in his image already. So when you go to changing things and doing things, now you're creating something that you were not. And some people are still unhappy. Oh, I thought when I got, my lip job done that I would be happy. No, that wasn't you. That's not you. Am I saying going to get your nails done and all that is bad? No. But adding different things to your body is not you. And you're becoming somebody that you're not. Right? So we want to live in purpose. We want to do these things, but we got to understand who we are. And that GPS, let's go back to the GPS. When you are trying to go from your job to home, but your GPS is not saying you are at a different, at your job, it's saying you are somewhere else. How can it give you the correct directions to go to your house? It has to know where you are and who you are to identify where you're going. So we all get lost in the sauce, right? We all try to like fit in. And the older I get, the more I realize I'm not about to fit in. I don't want myself to get in trouble because I want people to like me. When I was in school, I was bullied. Oh, she wears skirts. Oh, she's a Christian girl. Oh, she got big lips. That is another reason why lips for this podcast stuck out to me. That was something I got picked on in school for. Now people want big lips. I don't understand how society works. When I was in school, we got picked on for having, they called them soup coolers, right? So I got picked on for big lips, but now everybody wants big lips. It's kind of a twisted society, right? So, and it's crazy how we used to pick on, oh, you got on these type of shoes, but now they're bringing them shoes out and they're fashion. Like, everybody is trying to please everybody, but you're not trying to please yourself or God, and you're living to please others. Yes, you're supposed to be servants, but we're not here to make friends. We're not here to get people to like us. We're here to serve a purpose. And with that purpose, there's going to be people that hate you, that dislike you, that talk against you. But understand that you're in the coverage of God. When you're walking in his will and in his purpose for you, you are in the protection of God. So that's where the thumbnail comes from. You are in the sole protection of God when you're walking in his will. Because the only person, I can't tell you what your purpose, I can help guide you and give you the tools to identify your purpose and to establish a purpose. But the only person that can give you the information you need for your purpose, your talent, your gift is God. He's the manufacturer. He's the one that created us. He created us in his image. That's just like Apple creating this iPhone and me going to Samsung like, hey, I need you to fix this, or I need you to reboot this. They're looking at me like, I don't know what it is. You have to take it back to the manufacturer. So we're creating these problems, but we're not going to the manufacturer to fix them. When you dive in, and it was a deacon in my church, and he said, when I was lost, when I was in the world, I was lost. That's how, when I was in the world, I was lost. I didn't know what direction I had to go. But I found myself when I started looking in the word. You identify when you're lost, look in the word. You can find yourself through the word. Read the Bible. Read your Bible. Are you plugged in? If you're not on that video that was published, my very first week, that was episode 1. Are you plugged in? You have to be connected to the source. The source is God. If you want protection over your life and over your talent and over your purpose and over your identity, you have to be connected to that source. There is no subscription. There's no hassle. You're going to go through anyway. You're going to have problems anyway. Why not go through it and know you have a promise and a kingdom after? We all are stuck in just this earth. Earth is going to be demolished. The things that we're doing, understand the things that you're trying to create on this earth is going to be demolished at some point. But he's going to preserve the souls that was reaching out to him when he was to be found, was, serving him and serving a purpose on earth before all of this happens, right? So we have to be tapped back into, what did God say my purpose was? What is my identity through God? We're of a royal priesthood. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has, when you are serving, not coming through to y'all because that just made my phone go blank. Sorry. But when you are when you are trying to identify who you are, the only person that can give you that answer is God. That's the most simplest answer I can give you. Simplest answer I can give you. We are all here to serve a purpose. Stop trying to make yourself become somebody you're not. You're not that person. You're trying to get people to like you. They go ahead. They probably still talking about you. They may like you in your face, but they probably still talking about you. Understand that people, they're not the person to put you, in your purpose. You have to go back to the manufacturer. You have to go back to the person that made you. God, what is my sole purpose? God, what am I supposed to be doing on this earth? Ask him. And ask him in Jesus' name. What is my sole purpose? What am I supposed to be doing on this earth? Because the way I'm going and the way I'm running is not working for me. I ran for years. I ran. I ran when I was young. I was like, oh, I'm young. I'm 13. I'm whatever age. I have time to go to Christ. I have time to do all of that stuff. And I was given strikes. I got into a car wreck. This is the first time I become public with the next thing I'm going to say. I had a gun put to my head. Why? Because I became somebody I wasn't for people to like me. And I found myself in danger because I became somebody I wasn't for people to like me. So you telling me if I become my identity, right, that I've been running from this whole time, I have protection over my life? If I'm walking in his will, I have protection over my life? Why not? I was already in danger anyway, right? Everybody's going to be persecuted. Righteous, unrighteous, good, bad, ugly. It does not matter. Jesus hung on a cross. There's innocent people in prison. You're going to always be persecuted, but are you going to be persecuted for a cause? There's a good cause or a bad cause. So when I was changing my identity, I felt this is not me. I kept saying, this is not me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I hope my mama ain't watching because I'm going to get in trouble. But I have to tell my story. So, mama, I'm sorry you had to find out through YouTube. Apologies, but I need to tell my story. So, yeah, my mom knows about a car wreck. She came. After it happened, she came. She does not know about the gun. I refuse to tell her. Okay? Yeah, it's funny now. It's not going to be funny later. It's funny now, but it's not going to be funny later. So, like I said, when I was becoming somebody I was not, and I felt that it was not for me. But what did I do? I still did it. It felt, oh, people really like me. They're shouting my name when I come in the room. Okay, Ann. But they're talking about you when you leave. Right? So, like I said, that statement he made me really think about who I was. Kayla, you are a wasted talent. That is deep. When he first said that to me, I'm like, you tripping. I know we cool and we close and all, but what made no, Kayla, you need to know because nobody's gonna be real with you. You are absolute wasted talent. And that thing had me thinking. Like, I was mad. I'm not gonna lie. The first time he said it, I was mad. He said it multiple times too. That's the problem. Every time he seen me, you still here? You are wasted talent. Why? And he, not even a Christian man himself, but he was like, you can't even step out on faith. So I'm over here talking about I'm a Christian. I'm holy. I'm righteous. But I'm not even using my faith, the thing that God gave me through him. I'm not even using that to allow me to get over and find my purpose. Because I was scared. A lot of us are scared. Oh, but what if it don't work? But what if it does? We never ask that question. We always ask the negative question. We never ask the positive question. Why? Why? Ask yourself that. Why? You will never, if you, a lot of people, they go ask the wrong people. They go to negative Nancy's. Oh, hey, Nancy, I want to start a business. What is negative Nancy going to tell you? Girl, don't do that. You better go. You need some security. You need some stability. And you need a job. That's pretty much what she's telling you. But I know, like, my idea, nobody has it. Nobody has it. This is right. This is it. What's she going to tell you? She's not doing it. So what's she going to tell you? Girl, I tried it. It didn't work. So you now are crippled. You're crippled. You have become disabled to your talent because of somebody else's opinion. But I promise you, if she gets that motivational stuff that she needs to push her forward, she's going to leave you behind. So why are you not making the move? Oh, I'm going to try. I think about it next week. Oh, maybe. Why not just do it? Y'all wear Nikes and their slogan is just do it. But I promise you, half of y'all, most of y'all, not even half, most of y'all are not just doing it. But you're wearing Nikes though. You're standing on something that stands for something, but you are not doing it. What is there to lose? There's so much to gain, but what is there to lose? If you are stepping out and allowing God to use you in your purpose, in your talent, in your gift, why let it go to waste? Just do it. Y'all know y'all ain't listening. I feel like I wish I was on Zoom. I could see y'all, but I'm not. And it's okay. It is okay. But I feel like a lot of us need to go back. Go back. Revisit your life. Revisit your story. Revisit everything that happened to you. Something has to give. Because for some of us, I see so many talented people wasting their talent. I was one. I'm speaking from experience. So many people wasting their talent because of fear. Do you know what fear is? Do you know that fear and anxiety feel the same? It's different, but it feels the same. Fear is something like there's a dog. Let's just say I got bit by a dog before. There's a dog that looked like the dog that I got bit by. And I'm looking dead at this dog and it looks like it's about to bite me. That is, oh, I am in fear. Oh my God, this dog about to bite me. But anxiety is a creation of fear in your head. I'm talking to my real estate agents at this point. I'm not my agents. I'm talking to my real estate investors at this point. Okay? You're making a call to a seller, to a buyer, whatever. You start getting anxiety. Oh, snap. I can't do it. I don't want to make the call. You created this thing in your head. Oh, this person's going to say no. This person's not going to like my voice. This person's going to hang up on me. This person's going to say something negative to me and it's going to really throw me off. Right? So now you got anxiety. So that same little shaky feeling that I was getting from this dog is the same little shaky feeling that I'm getting from anxiety. We have to just, it's better said than done. It's easier said than done. Just do it. Don't wear Nikes if you ain't gonna just do it. Put them Nikes back on the shelf. Return them because you're not a great representation of Nike. Do I even have Nikes? I don't even know. But we have to get into a point where we take back. This is ours. There's not going to be another Kayla Cadogan Flegel. There's not going to be another Leverage with Laura. There's not going to be another Robin A. Adams or whoever else is on this platform. There's not going to be another you. So the only person that can retrieve this identity and live it to its fullest potential is you. Why waste it? Why waste it? It's yours, nobody else's. Yes, the number may, like, whenever people pass on, that number may go to somebody else, but that name, the name spelled just like it is on your social security card, will never be the same for somebody else with that number. Hopefully not, but it will never be the same. Your identity, your gift, your talent, your purpose was only given to you. So whenever you're gone, if you don't use it, it will never be used. Nobody else can get it. Nobody else can get it. So either you're going to snatch it back and say, you know what? I am going to stand on who I am, what I'm supposed to be, and who God made me to be. You have to want it. I can't want it for you. I can just steer you in the right direction, but I can't want that for you. You have to want it for yourself. You have to want it for yourself. But to first get your purpose, you have to figure out who you are. Who are you? Because you have to understand in the GPS, again, where are you going? Where are you at and where are you going? So who are you and who are you trying to become? Why are you in competition with everybody else? Why are you living to somebody else's standards? Why are you allowed? If you can't take their opinion, it's a check. This is a check. If opinions can't be cash, why are we taking it to heart? We cashing it in our heart. Why are we taking this up to heart? Oh, you got big lips. Okay, thank you. Oh, you're short. Okay, thank you. Oh, you this. Okay, God made me like that. Thank you. Stop taking this stuff to heart because you're recreating something that you're not. You're allowing somebody else's opinion of you to get to you. Why? He made you in his image. He didn't make you in their image. But you're allowing them to recreate who you're supposed to be. We want God's protection. We want God's approval. We want God, but we're not living in God's image of us. We're changing who we are. We change hairstyles. We change our looks. We change all of these things, right? Why? Because somebody didn't like how my hair looked the other day. They were talking about me when they said I looked fat. So now I'm working out. You should be working out because you want to work out, not because somebody else. I tell you, I've been called fat so many times. I'm like, okay, I eat good and I'm happy. I don't understand. Like, why should I feel some type of way about my weight because of how you feel about my weight? I got bigger. I know that. I eat good. I love to eat. I'm sorry. But why should I stop living my life the way I want to, that God allowed me to live it, because you think it's a problem? I'm just saying. Stop recreating your identity. It's already made. It was already given. It was already established. When you were born, the year you were born, 93 for me. Woohoo! I'll be 30, y'all. But 93 for me. So Kayla Cadogan Flegel, well, not Flegel, but Kayla Cadogan was established in 93. So why in 23 I'm reestablishing who I am because of how you feel? I'm sorry. Are you God? No. So what? That's what? Ask him. We are made in God's image, but we change for other people. We're not here to please people. We're here to please God. We're here to serve people, but not please people. That's a difference. That is a big difference. We're here to spread the gospel. We're here to love, charity, giving charity. We're here to, be fruitful and multiply, build up, raise kids, obey mother and father. We're here for a lot of things, but it didn't say nothing about pleasing people. It didn't say nothing about changing your identity. Because once you start changing your identity, that protection over your life is gone. It's none and void. I'm just saying. I mean, you can't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Because there comes a time where you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Enough is enough for living for other people. Because who are you going to sleep? The body that you're going to sleep in is not the body of the person that told you need to change. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. This is not where I was going with this conversation. But this is where it needed to go. It needed to go. We have to snatch it back. Just snatch it back. We have to take back our finances, take back our joy, take back our identity. There's a lot of things. The devil is doing his job, but you ain't doing yours. Ooh, I was not about to go. Lord Jesus, we going off today. I ain't come here to preach. But the devil is doing his job. He is here to steal, kill, and destroy. But we ain't doing ours. We ain't doing ours. Why? Because we're allowing our identity to be snatched, stolen. He's killing our spirit, right? And he's destroying our purpose and our will. But he's also stealing and killing and destroying other things. But for us, he's doing his job. He's getting them, and you are allowing him to do it. You allow it. So what do? Kayla, how can I get my identity back? Pray to God, Lord, give me strength to endure whatever comes my way. They gonna talk about. They're gonna scandalize my name. They're gonna persecute me without a cause. with nothing. They have nothing on me, but I'm going to be persecuted. But don't allow my identity to be stolen ever again. Allow me to walk in my purpose. Allow me to let you be my guide. I program you as a GPS, and for any virus that come in my way, allow it to be moved. And that's another thing. Here we are, right? So we talk about protection, right? Listen, a lot of us went through things in our life. I talked about mine, the gun, the car wreck, all of these things, me going out. And I got stories, but we're gonna go to another. This is not for that. This is not that. Okay, we're not gonna talk about Kayla today. We're not gonna do it. But I went through things, and they were all viruses, right? You get virus protection for your computer. You need virus protection for your life. So why not lock in God? Lord, where do I gotta fill out this subscription? Because I need protection over my life. When abuse comes, when persecution comes, when naysayers come, when all of these negative things come my way that are viruses for me, you are a hard drive. You are already programmed. But you allow all these viruses to creep in unaware and affect everything that's going inside of you. We need to get back to the point of stealing back, taking back. This is yours. If somebody took your money, you're going to be like, oh, it's okay. No. Man, I had a light bill to pay. I had a water bill I needed to pay. I had all these things I needed to pay. And now I can't pay them because you want to take my money. Now, if they got a gun, I ain't telling y'all to fight back. I am not telling y'all to fight back. We ain't going to fight back. Okay? We want to be safe. But you would fight somebody if they want to take your last. But your identity is yours, and you're going to allow somebody to steal that from you. Why? I just want people to like me. That's not an excuse. Excuses are a poor substitute for a lie. You're going to have to make another excuse for that one, then another excuse for that one. But the only person you're lying to is yourself. So allow God to rule over your life, because you have lifetime unaltered. It's never going to turn off until you turn it off. You're going to have lifetime protection over your identity if you allow him. Put him first. That's key number one. Put him first. It's a lifetime warranty if you allow him to lead you and guide you in every aspect of your life. We have to take back our identity. I challenge you to take it back. Stop living on somebody else's means. Stop living to please others, and live to please God. Because that's the ultimate sayer, right? Stop living and allowing people to determine who you are and who you're supposed to be. Don't allow these viruses to creep in and make you somebody you're not. I allowed my pain for a period of time to affect who I was. But then I realized that I didn't like the person that it made me become. And that I was never that person in the beginning. So that's why I'm here. Somebody told me that I'm wasted talent. And that resonated with me, that stuck with me. And I'm grateful for that. Because he allowed me to see. Everybody else was telling me other things that I would love to hear. Oh, you're doing a wonderful job. Oh, you're doing great. Stay there. You need this job. It's stability. You need this. You need that. not knowing that the longer I listened to them, the more further away from my purpose I was. Because I listened to them and I didn't listen to God. And I'm speaking from example. I'm not saying that you are the problem, because I was a problem. When you allow others to tune out, you can then start hearing what God wants you to hear. And that's what I did. It took for me to leave a job that was paying me well, to leave, to go somewhere else where I can hear his voice. Where now he's like, now you're still, now you're sober. Now I have your undivided attention. Now I can give you back your identity and allow you to walk in your purpose. We can't do that when we're surrounded by people that are not supposed to be around us. We talked about it last week, about the seasons. We are surrounded by people that are weeds, and we're allowing that to grow. We're not clipping them. We're not doing anything. We're just allowing that to grow and choke everything out of us as like a virus. And let them recreate something in their image. Not God's image, in their image. So I challenge you. Retrieve back your identity, because it's never going to be given ever again. So if you don't live up to that full potential, nobody else will. Nobody else will. And with that, y'all, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. I am grateful and I'm honored to be here and to just be of service to you all. I'm serving my purpose. And I'm grateful that God has blessed me to just see you all. I can't see your beautiful faces, but I'm so grateful that you spent this time with me. And let's take back our identity. If y'all need help on taking back your identity, reach out to me. Hey, Kayla, I'm struggling. But understand, hear me out, because it's a full disclosure. I'm going to be real raw and honest with you, okay? Don't reach out and be like, I'm going to try. I'm like, I'm listening, but, and I'm like, okay, cool. When you got time to be real with yourself and be real with me, let me know. Because now I'm understanding that people are going to always make excuses when they're not ready. Just tell me you're not, like, okay, I'm not ready. Don't make excuses for me, right? Because I'm going on a different path. Okay? I'm working out my purpose, and I'm trying to help you with yours. But if you are playing about your purpose, then you're playing about mine. Okay? So if I can help you, hey, Kayla, I need help. But you got to be 100% in it for yourself. You're not in this thing for me. Right? You're not doing this. You're not changing back into your identity for me. You're doing it for yourself. So you can be peaceful. You can be comfortable. You can have joy and happiness. So let's take back our purposes. Let's take back our identity. And let me know how I can help. I'm going to leave some resources down below in the description. And with that, y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Take care and be blessed by the best.